I'm going to read a book about dinosaurs. This book has a lot of dinosaurs, so we'll see if I can read the whole thing. Are you ready? It is called Dinosaurs. Here's the front cover. It doesn't have an author's name on here. It just has the company that made it, Eye Openers. I see some already. Look at all those. Looks like a pattern of dinosaurs. Do you know what dinosaur that is? Oh, right away I see some dinosaur bones. At the top it says, what dinosaur is this? Stegosaurus. These bones belong to a dinosaur called Stegosaurus. They were found in rocks in the ground. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago before there were any people. Scientists searched for the bones and then put them together like jigsaw puzzles. So they found these bones in the ground. Here it says skull. It's the head. Ribs. Our ribs are right here. You can probably feel them on your body. You touch these bones down here, they look like that. They're called the ribs. And here the whole thing is called the skeleton. What's next? This is a big one. Tyrannosaurus Rex, or T-Rex for short. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was very fierce. It had a large head, huge jaws, so this part, huge jaws, and lots of long, sharp teeth. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was longer than a bus, so long, longer than a school bus or a city bus. It hunted dinosaurs and other animals. This dinosaur probably moved slowly because it was so big. So here it says head right next to where the head is. Arm. Is that a long arm or a short arm? Look at little short arms for such a big body. Down here, do you know what it says next to this picture? Teeth. Over here, what's that? Tail. Pretty long tail because it's as long as a bus, the whole animal. Next is a Triceratops. The Triceratops had 3 large horns and a bony neck shield to protect it from its enemies. So I think this is the bony neck shield right here. So how would horns protect it? Maybe if another animal was running at the Triceratops, it could put its horn forward to keep it safe. To say, back up, move back, maybe even hurt another animal's body if it was attacking. It also says it probably lived in herds. So herds, so a big group of dinosaurs all together. And grazed on plants, cutting them with its strong teeth. Over here, it shows the bone of the mouth. It says mouth there. Next to this picture, it says horns. Oh, yep, here's the neck shield. There, see that? And next to this, it says hand? No, foot. That's the foot. Hey, look at the dinosaurs along the top of this page. What do you see that are small along the top? Here are the Triceratops. They're in their herd, in their group all together. Here's the Tyrannosaurus Rex in front of them. Woo! Do I know how to say this one? It looks like a long word for this dinosaur. It says Hypsilophodus. Did I say that right? I think that you're the experts. The Hypsilophodus was a small dinosaur that ate low-growing plants. It could run fast to escape danger. Like most dinosaurs, their babies hatched from eggs. Dinosaurs laid their eggs in hollow nests in the ground. At school, we've talked about nests before. We know that birds make nests. They might gather some sticks from a tree and make a nest and lay their eggs in the nest. And then the little babies hatch in the nest. Lots of other animals make nests that we've talked about. Alligators make big nests on the ground, and then they stay nearby to keep their babies safe. Dinosaurs made nests too. So here is a picture. Does that look like a big nest to you or a small nest? It does say that this is a small dinosaur, but there are so many in there. It still looks like a pretty big nest to me. Next to this dinosaur, I see it says hand. Do you have a hand? This dinosaur has hands too. See them? There's a close-up illustration of an eye for it to see. Here it says leg. Down here, foot. Way at the end is the tail. The long part at the back is the tail. Do you see all these Hypsilophiduses? Or maybe when you say more than one, you say Hypsilophidae? I'm not sure. Do you see all of them at the top? They're running. Next is the Diplodocus. I don't know if I said that one right either. You can tell me next time that we talk. You can tell me if I said it right or not. This dinosaur is one of the biggest animals ever to have lived on land. The biggest land dinosaur. Biggest land anything, any animal. It had a very long neck and an even longer tail. The Diplodocus ate plants. So if it eats plants, is it a carnivore or an herbivore? Yeah, it's an herbivore. When they eat plants, they're called an herbivore. If they eat both, do you remember that word? Then they are an omnivore. This one is an herbivore. It eats plants. The Diplodocus ate plants. It stood on its back legs to reach leaves high in the treetops. So here's a picture. It stands on its back legs so that it can go way up high and get leaves from up high, and it eats the leaves. So here, oh, so long. That is the neck. And that long tail doesn't even fit on the page. We only see part of it. Here is the leg. Here is a close-up illustration of a foot. It says foot. Here's the word tail up there showing the end of the tail. What dinosaur is next? It is the Dinocus. I think you say Dinocus. Dinocus means terrible claw. This small dinosaur had a huge curved claw on each foot and 3 long claws on each hand. The Dinocus had sharp teeth and hunted dinosaurs and other animals. So it would eat different dinosaurs and animals. Is that an herbivore? No. Omnivore? No, no plants. That is a carnivore. Yeah. There's the Dinocus. Here, wow. I see that big claw on the foot. And on the hand, it said it has 3 claws. You maybe can't see them all, but 3 claws on the hand. There's a close-up illustration. It says claw. My finger's covering it up. Here are the nostrils. These are nostrils in your nose. So that can help to breathe or to smell. And there's the hand. Next is the Scolosaurus. Is this dinosaur smooth or spiky? Looks pretty bumpy to me. The Scolosaurus was well protected from its enemies. It was covered in bony armor and had 2 pointed spikes at the end of its tail. So all these bumps on here are made of bones. And then those spikes at the end of its tail. So that keeps its body safe. Like if you're wearing a hard hat on your head, that way your head can't get hurt. Part of its body is like that. And we have bones inside our body that keep us safe too, like our skull. There's a bone inside your head called your skull, and that keeps your brain safe inside there. This whole animal's body has bones all around it to keep it safe. It also says this dinosaur could knock over an enemy with its tail. Knock you right over. It would be very tricky to wrestle with the Scolosaurus. The Scolosaurus ate plants. Also, it's an herbivore. There it says tail. Over here, there's a close-up picture, a drawing of the tail spikes. Here, a close-up picture of the armor plating that keeps its body safe. Here it says head. Oh, so we have more Scolosauruses or Scolosauri at the top of the page, just like on the other pages. I also noticed that on every page, there's a little number. Do you see that number? That tells you what number page you are on. This one is the number 19. And there's a little picture of the dinosaur next to it. This one over here too. 1 less than 19 is 18. I'm gonna go back and check the very first page. The first page that I see a number is the number 6. There's no page 1. Probably because page 1 had this and no numbers. All right, back to the next dinosaur. It is a Gallimimus or Gallimimus. I wonder how you say that. I'm going to guess Gallimimus. The Gallimimus looked like a giant bird. It had a hard beak and no teeth. Do you have teeth? I bet you do. This one had no teeth, just its beak to eat. It might have eaten lizards and insects, plants, or even dinosaur eggs. So sometimes they can tell what it would have eaten by the way that its body looks, but this one, maybe it could have eaten different kinds of things. Scientists don't know. They have some guesses. They think maybe lizards and insects, plants, or eggs. The Gallimimus had strong back legs and was a fast runner. Like many dinosaurs, its skin was scaly. Do you see the scale texture? It's not so smooth, but it's not so bumpy. It's just kind of soft scales. Here it says leg, hand, beak. It's the mouth. And that's a picture of the scales on its skin. That is the last page in here. I think we might be missing a few pages. It looks like a lot of people have loved this book, so the pages are kind of coming apart a little bit. I bet I should fix that up with some tape. I do have more dinosaur books besides this one. Let me show you. I have this one called Tyrannosaurus Rex, this one called Velociraptor, and this one called Iguanodon. So each of those books is more about that one kind of dinosaur. But I was thinking that maybe I should save those. Just have that one book read for today. So you can always tell me what you think. You can tell your family to tell me if you want a video of these books, or if we should read them at a group Zoom, or if you have another idea. All right, thank you for listening. I hope you're having a good weekend. Bye, preschoolers. Bye, families.